This is one of those stories that I almost passed on because it's several days old. But then I got thinking about it. Now, hang on a second. This guy thought he shot Donald Trump, or at least he said he did. He thought he assassinated Donald Trump. And the national media ignored it. The mainstream national media just totally ignored it. And I'm thinking, why would they ignore a story? This is kind of big because this guy, unless he's lying, said that he thought that he assassinated Donald Trump. Okay, let's go over to the screenshot here and take a look at the story. This is in dailymail.com, dailymail.com. The person on the left is the accused, and the person on the right is the deceased. Now, it would be very easy to make light of this because the guy appears to be some kind of a loon, and he shot somebody that he thought was Donald Trump. But then you consider a 52-year-old man lost his life. So that kind of takes the humor out of it. And you consider he's a family man, and his family members are distraught because this guy was cut down in the prime of life for no reason. Okay, it's not funny anymore. But what amazes me is that this should have been a big story, but the media just didn't cover it. Let's go up and look at the headline. It says, man who shot a UPS driver dead outside Walmart tells the judge he killed Donald Trump. Here you can see the bullet points. It pretty much covers the whole story. It says Justin Barkley, a 38-year-old Ithaca man, Ithaca, New York, that is charged with second-degree murder. I don't think there is another Ithaca. Maybe there is. I guess I could Google it, but when you say Ithaca, you just assume it's New York. So he's charged with second-degree murder for the shooting death of William Schumacher in a Walmart parking lot. I got to wonder how they decide what is first and second-degree murder. Now, I would think if somebody shot somebody dead, admitted it, knew exactly what they were doing, said they waited for the guy, knew where he was going to be, that would be first-degree murder. But prosecutors obviously know a lot more than I do, so I'm sure there's a very good reason why they charged him with second-degree instead of first-degree murder. The story goes on and it says, during Barkley's arraignment, he claimed the person he shot and killed was Trump, not Schumacher. However, it goes on to say that the judge declined to enter a guilty plea until the accused undergoes psychiatric treatment. So, as this guy, the victim was a UPS driver. Apparently, he was driving his UPS truck, not driving it, but working. He was on the job at the time he was shot, is my understanding. Barkley, 38, and he said he shot the president, or the president-elect, on December the 8th. The story says he told the judge he waited outside the store where he shot a man he believed to be the billionaire. However, he actually fired at 52-year-old again William Schumacher. And this is exactly what he says, verbatim per Ithaca Voice. I shot and killed Donald Trump purposely, intentionally, and very proudly. Why would anybody be proud to shoot Donald Trump? Now the story expands a little bit. This is not terribly important, but police say they engaged Barkley in an 8-hour standoff before they arrested him after the shooting shooting Schumacher and firing at other officers. So he was charged not only with second-degree murder, but also with menacing police. While I'm reading this, the thought comes to mind is, did this guy know what he was doing? That is to say, is it conceivably possible that what he was really doing was trying to rob a UPS driver, and it didn't work out the way he thought it would? And so he's thinking during the standoff with the police, man, I need to make up a story. I got to pretend that I'm crazy. What can I possibly come up with that would convince the judge and jury that I'm nuts so I can avoid, well, I don't think they have a death sentence in New York, but so I can get out of first-degree murder. Anyhow, he looks nothing like Donald Trump. Nothing at all. The only similarity is he's a white man, and he's wearing a red cap. That's it. There's no similarity other that I can possibly see. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. There's the truck he was driving. That does not look to me like a delivery truck. That looks to me like a 18-wheeler. So I'm guessing the guy was not making deliveries unless he was, delivering a massive haul to the Walmart. Let's take a look at one or two more sentences here. It says the Daily News reported how Barkley was asked whether any evidence suggested that a person he killed was not Trump, to which he answered, I hope not. Judge Rowley refused to allow Berkeley to enter a guilty plea, stating that Barkley needed to be examined by psychiatrists to determine whether he is even capable of standing trial. That would last until February of next year. The judge said that he felt uncomfortable in taking Barkley's plea without having undergone psychiatric examinations first. Probably a wise decision. It says he faces up to 25 years to life in prison if he's convicted. So what do we take away from this? Well, the thing that I take away from it, besides the fact that I'm not sure the guy's actually crazy, but if he is, if the guy is mentally ill, some people, they do not control their own brains. It's kind of like somebody has not control their bladder. It just does what it does. And some people are literally not in control of their faculties. They cannot control what they do, what they think. They're just out of control. And as such, they cannot be held accountable. But this guy, we don't know. Till they examine him, maybe he is totally crazy. But the thing that I take away from this story, when I think about it, now, stop and consider if somebody had shot a woman and said, I shot Hillary Clinton. Do you think the media would have picked up on that and emphasized over and over and over again this underlying current of hatred that the conservative movement, the Tea Party movement, do they still talk about the Tea Party? I think they may have forgotten that. Maybe they would say the alt-right has so influenced the psyche of Americans. The Klan has, they would actually say this, has so influenced the psyche of Americans that now people are out shooting people that they think are Hillary Clinton. That would be my guess, and I don't think I'm wrong on that. I think the media would talk about this endlessly, constantly. We'd still be hearing about it, probably for months, maybe years on end. The day that Hillary Clinton was shot. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that CBS or CNN would probably make a special about it, 1 or 2 hour special. They'd talk about the poor deceased, about her family. They would interview Hillary Clinton and what she thought about it. But because the guy thought he shot Donald Trump, the media just ignored it. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to share it on social media. There's a link underneath the video for that express purpose. After you give it a thumbs up, click on the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. For your convenience, I also would like to hear what you think about this, so leave your comments in the comment section below. What do you think would happen if somebody shot somebody and said, I just shot Hillary Clinton? Do you think the media would make a big deal about that? I think they would.
To get YouTube updates, click the bell, check the box, save.